Justin Trudeau wanted his personal pilots to fly commercial. All this so Department of National Defense could pre-position a second flight crew, staging them somewhere in advance to fly the Liberal cabinet around in the executive plane. It's like those rich people that party without masks while the help has to wear a face covering. It's all here in this enormous access to information package about the government's use of the Challenger jet fleet. We have access to these documents only after months of stonewalling and through your generous crowdfunding donations to our special research website, rebelinvestigates.com. Apparently, Liberal staff are just too important to fly commercial, but the actual pilots, they should fly that way so that they can be somewhere just in case, on the off chance some government staffer or one of Trudeau's buddies wants a backup pilot to fly them around. Look at this. Here's the email from one Department of National Defense bureaucrat to another planning the trip. Mark, could you please provide in an email the details explaining why it is not possible to send a crew commercially to Moncton to pre-position the Challenger to carry out the second part of the proposed trip? And the response: good evening. We received direction from our CO that it was not feasible to support sending a crew commercially to Moncton. We are able to support by returning to Ottawa and swapping crews. Scheduling conflicts such as leave, courses, and existing flights are limiting our availability. So to be clear, the Liberal government wanted pilots to be flown out commercially so that a Liberal minister could avoid flying commercially. And if you look at the subject line of this email, that Liberal minister is Dominic LeBlanc. If you saw Dominic LeBlanc on the street, you wouldn't know who he was. So why does he have to avoid flying commercial like everybody else? Well, it's because Canadians are footing the bill. It's rules for the bosses and rules for the help. These people are all the same. You can fly around the Prime Minister and his precious cargo of his family on his boozy minivan in the sky, but you're always still just the help, not as worthy as MP Dominic LeBlanc. Now, this story was part of a larger access to information investigation document package about a year in the making. Now, it takes filing fees, appeals, and research help to obtain and then read through each of these line by line. It's expensive, but we think holding the government to account is worth it. To help fund our research and paper trail investigations, please donate at rebelinvestigates.com. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. We don't take a penny from Justin Trudeau. I mean, how could we ever hold him to account while he was the guy helping pay the bills? We rely on the support of people like you at home. If you think these sorts of access to information investigations are important, if you think it's important to know what the government is doing with your money behind closed doors, please visit rebelinvestigates.com to make a donation to our special paper trail investigation fund.